been forever since you saw my face, and I am so extremely sorry about that. That second born just hits hard, y'all. It is so hard to even think about getting out camera equipment because, you know, it could wind up on the floor somewhere and be destroyed in 2 seconds. Just mine? Okay. Well, I made a video today and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you guys missed me because I missed y'all. And if you have been missing me, I've been on TikTok and sharing snippets here and there. So if you want to catch up on some things I've made, then you can go check them out on TikTok at So Cutesy. Hope you guys like the video. Hello, my beautiful friends. Today I have a pair of thrift store PJ pants that we're going to turn into a matching set for my little boy. I have some extra cotton lycra and some elastic, and here's the patterns we're going to use today. With all of my thrift flips, you start off by cutting into the garment and just seeing where you're going to position your pattern pieces and what's going to work best. So I just cut mine in half right at the crotch, and there was already a fold, so I just laid my pattern pieces down and cut it out. I wanted to put an embroidery design on the front of the t-shirt, so I just went ahead and marked a spot, and then I took this guide that comes with, well, it came with my embroidery machine. I'm just making the marks on it, trying to get this as straight as possible. And then I'm hooping my inner facing and then making those same marks on my inner facing. This is what is called floating your fabric. Then I'm going to take some spray and try to get my shirt as straight as possible onto this hoop. I set that to the side and got busy cutting out the rest of my pieces. I like to place a pin in my back pieces so that I can tell the difference between the front and the back. This is where I started getting really nervous because I thought I wasn't going to have enough to make the shorts. So I carried on holding my breath. But it worked out perfect. I had just enough to cut out the shorts. I like to mark the elastic length on my pattern piece. That way I don't have to go into my computer and look at that. But I just stretched and cut out my elastic to size. And now I'm measuring the bottom of the sleeve to see how long I need my binding to be, and cutting that out in my cotton lycra. And if you haven't used cotton lycra yet, I highly recommend you try it out. The fabric and the quality is gorgeous, especially for baby outfits. I also needed to cut out my neck binding, so I did that right here. And here's the scraps I had left of the pants. Even though I didn't have the right colors for this embroidery design, I knew I wanted to use it. I hate that I didn't have the right colors, but here it is. So I took the front piece and the back piece right sides touching, taking the neckband, putting it right sides touching, and then folding it down again and sewing right here. Taking that to my serger, sewing the neckband and the shoulder seams. Now I'm going to find the front, the back, and the two sides of my neckline. So I lined up the shoulder seams to find the front and the back. And then because the back is higher, I needed to find the true sides. So I lined up the front and the back. And as you can see, the shoulder seams is not the middle because that back is higher. Now I'm placing my binding on the edge of my sleeves, right sides touching, and I'm going to sew this with my sewing machine. So I'm going to sew that on, and then I'm going to push the seam allowance up and fold my binding over to the wrong side and pin it. Because I have a cover stitch machine, I'm just going to go right over and this seam is going to be finished. Repeat on the other sleeve. And yes, I'm new to cover stitching, so I am using a kid's toy with some tacky putty to help guide my seam. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, but I do have a hem guide coming in the mail, so that should be here soon. So I like to make a notch in the center of my sleeves, and this will help me when I go to put it on my top. Now I'm laying my front and back pieces right sides facing up and matching my sleeve piece with those notches to the shoulder seam, right sides touching, pinning all along the armhole, and we're going to serge it. And repeat that on the other side. Now we need to do the neck binding. So I'm quartering it. So I'm marking the front and the back and the two sides. Then I'm going to place the front with the front, the back with the back, side with the side, and have them right sides touching. You also will need to stretch as you sew it. So as you can see here, I'm going slow. Well, it's fast for y'all, but it's slow for me, and I'm pulling and stretching it as I sew. Then I like to take my ends and I tuck them in by using this needle and making sure they don't come unraveled. Here's what it looks like. So I like to tack my binding into place because when I run it under the serger without tacking first, it usually shifts it. So this just helps align the binding stitches much better than if I was just to run it under my serger. So then I'm going to pin my side seams and under my sleeve on both sides and then serge that. Tucking my tails on the end of my sleeves so that they don't come unraveled. I believe this is called a darning needle. It has a big eye and not a very sharp pointy needle part. Now I'm just putting my stamp on it. It didn't really show up very well on this material, but that's okay, it's just for my son. And then heat press it to seal it in. Now, all we have left to do on the top is to hem the bottom. So I'm just marking out how much I need to hem it and then running it over to my cover stitch machine and stitching it down. We are finally to the short, so I have back with back, right sides touching, and front with front, right sides touching, and we're going to sew the crotch seams. So now we're going to face them right sides touching and sew down the side seams. Opening up the legs, and we're going to hem them up. So again, I'm measuring how much I need to hem it up and taking it over to my cover stitch machine and stitching it down. Repeating on both legs. Now I'm putting it right sides together and sewing the crotch shut. Finishing my threads by tucking them in. Taking my elastic and putting it under my machine and giving it a good zigzag stitch. Now we're going to find the front and the front and the side of the elastic and matching it to the front and the back and the side of the shorts. You're also going to need to stretch as you sew, making sure that your needle doesn't catch the elastic on your serger. Tucking the tail. Doing my stamp. Folding the elastic down onto itself, pinning it, and then taking it to my cover stitch machine and locking it down, being sure that I stretch as I sew. And that's it, the shorts are done. Here's what we started with, and here's what we made. So cute. I just wish I had the colors for the embroidery design, but it's okay. Here's what it looks like on my little boy. He loves this set. He thinks it's so comfortable. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.